And I think we're live.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Election Day and a special edition of The Election, a video game simulation. I am Stephen Totillo of Kotaku, joined by Chris Person.
Hi, how are you?
Who is going to go through this simulation with me. We are going to simulate the election via a game called The Political Machine 2016. This is a game that simulates political campaigns, U.S. elections, presidential elections, and they've made this game the last several election cycles. And I wrote about it earlier in this endless election cycle because it's really about picking as many candidates as are available in the primaries and seeing who can win the primaries and go on to the general. At this point, you'll see a lot of options that are irrelevant to real life, but we're going to just simulate, so we're going to have the computer play itself. I don't know if any of the game length, we're going to keep it as short as possible. God, folks, can you imagine if the campaign was only 21 weeks long?
That would be merciful or like other countries.
It's a great idea that this game has. 21-week campaign. Starting funds, 100%. I actually haven't played the game that much to know all the ins and outs of this, but we're just doing this for the fun of seeing. So we could have any of these folks here in the election. We could see how Dennis Kucinich does, or Chris Christie.
Come on, Bernie.
But we're putting...
Well, as it should have been.
So each candidate has their own statistics. There is an article that I did on Kotaku. If you look at the article that we have about this stream on Kotaku right now, you'll even see a backlink to an interview I did with the developers at Stardock about how they came up with the stats for the candidates. So you'll see this is a strategy game, so while you may think of stamina in terms of the context of Hillary Clinton's health being questioned during the campaign, what it means in the context of this game is actually how many moves she can make, how many things she can do within a turn, again, a turn-based game. But some of this stuff does seem to track, with the qualities that you would, associate with a real-life person. So the extent to which they have charisma, appearance is kind of an odd one, but it's tied to the fact that there can be, you can do interviews like with 60 Minutes and stuff like that within the game, or a faux version of 60 Minutes. Anyway, here are your stats for Hillary Clinton, and we are going to pit her up against Donald Trump. Wait, I just saw him. Where'd he go?
There he is.
There he is. Alphabetical by first name. So you can look at Donald Trump's appearance of 5.
He's got huge stamina.
Yes.
Charisma's at 5. I think that's like a general average because he's like charismatic
6.
to the people.
Charisma 6. Charisma 6 actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I would actually give him more on charisma. Like that's like his thing. Like,
no, but I think it's like
believe him.
I think it's like an average though. Like he's charismatic, but he to like not to people who he is talking about.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Right. So make of these stats what you will, folks, and we're going to go into a simulation now. I'm just going to tell you, we did the simulation. It's going to start as soon as I hit ready. I did the simulation, 3 test simulations. I did a test simulation last night where Hillary Clinton defeated Donald Trump. Did 2 test simulations today in which Donald Trump defeated Hillary Clinton, once by a wide margin and then most recently just in a squeaker. In both of the ones today, Massachusetts went for Trump, which seems highly unlikely.
Never happened.
There were some other oddities. So, I mean, this is a video game. How well can they really simulate all the things? Well, we'll find out. Other thing I'll just point out is that they repeatedly patched and updated the game. So newer issues, more recent issues, such as Hillary Clinton's emails being an issue that had resurfaced, made it into the most recent patch the game got last week. But events in the election happened quicker than they could update the game. So the fact that Comey then absolved her once again of any email wrongdoing didn't, or at least anything that she should be charged for, didn't make it into the game. So it's sort of probably as up to date as last week's news in terms of campaign biases or issues. We see now the candidates are going to fly around the country here, and already, Chris, no surprises, Texas leaning Trump. Oh, Hillary's turning back into
Can she flip Trump?
Right.
Can she flip Texas?
I don't know if she can flip Trump, but no.
If this was a realistic simulator, Trump would not have any offices in pretty much any place, and the Republican Party would have cut off all funding to him.
Right. So we see, New York, New Jersey already leaning Clinton. She's got a polling advantage, 44% to 43%, 13% undecided, which is actually pretty close to what it is now. If we click on various states, you can see what issues the game thinks people care most about. So Texas, their top issues are gun rights. You see that down in the center. Securing the borders and abortion rights. Whereas, like, if we click on, let's say, Michigan, securing the borders, fighting ISIS.
Black Lives Matter?
No, actually, the game, since it's simulating, is automatically jumping over. So Black Lives Matter was an issue in New Hampshire. Now we're on Washington State, legalization of pot, of course, a big
Hell
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're in week 5 of 21. Look, the election is already a quarter of the way over. I don't see any major surprises on the map. Not surprising that the former First Lady of Arkansas cannot hold her state. They are Republican.
L.J. Joseph says you should have been Jill Stein.
Well, we can. Oh yeah, we can do that. We can actually
do a Jill Stein.
We can put her against Gary Johnson and just see like this. It could be the NIT.
I want the John Kasich weird eat-a-thon that we never got. We were so close to getting
any surprises yet so far. Maybe just that New York isn't already blue.
Yeah.
But we've got.
This is a fictional world in which the people of New York City actually like Donald Trump and his father.
Sure. They're not
instead
sure.
of hating his ass.
Well, he's got this building. He's got a Trump election HQ that's pulling in $30,000 a week.
Yeah.
And what are New York's issues? Addressing climate change, securing the borders, and what was that last one? Support for Israel. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah, no major surprises yet. Who's this guy here? Is he in Mississippi?
Jim Sterling?
Trump has a Hollywood friend who looks like Bono, who's campaigning for him in Mississippi. Okay, I'm not buying that.
Yeah. Hello, make America great. Yeah.
So Hillary really having trouble locking up even New York here. This is not looking good for her in 1/3 of the way into the campaign. Now she's campaigning in Nebraska for some reason. She did some fundraising in Nebraska and now over to Arizona. So yeah, folks, this is a preview of what your life is going to be like in a few hours. Watching the map, seeing what colors it changes, and
This is basically like.
Whoa, wait, a whole lot just happened.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, nothing was rigged there, folks. Everything just went red. Wait, what? Okay, Trump locking up a lot of the states, though. Nothing really surprising here, right? Like, people were talking about Georgia maybe becoming a swing state, but probably not for this election.
No, but eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, the demographics are changing so much.
Yeah. So the South leaning Trump. Not a lot of campaigning in Florida. I haven't even seen the candidates. Are there Colorado for Hillary Clinton? That is one of the signs of change. Oh, and back into the gray category.
Someone said amend it for Arnold, and I didn't know that he had an active political campaign anymore since the scandal came out. But
it doesn't matter, dude. You can be a powerful man and go after lots of women and define. Wait, New York is only purple. Wait, it might go Trump.
If you've ever seen the movie Demolition Man, they actually allude to Arnold Schwarzenegger becoming president because they amend the law years and years before that was a thing he wanted to do.
Oh. Look, the Dakotas both going for Donald Trump. Wait, okay, so now they've probably picked their running mates. So it looks like Hillary Clinton's running mate is Michelle Obama.
Yeah, good ticket.
And Ted Cruz is Trump's running mate.
Oh, God.
Kind of an acrimonious ticket there.
It's not a fun one.
But he's helping Trump get Texas to go red. I'm just mystified by the success that Donald Trump is having here in the state of New York.
This is in a fictional world in which Donald Trump didn't say that Ted Cruz's dad assisted in the JFK assassination.
Trump. Well, Cruz is, he eventually did turn around and say he would vote for Trump, so he didn't hold a grudge that long. It looked like, if I wasn't mistaken, I thought briefly North Carolina was going blue, or no, I just got red. In real life, North Carolina is one of the states people are going to be watching very closely because there's some thought that it might go for Clinton and would be an early sign that she would have the win. Oh, she's got Florida in her column with the Monopoly Man here. Who is this? Money Man, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a money man there.
It's representative of Goldman Sachs.
Yes. I'm sure she gave that guy a speech and got paid well for it.
Someone said, where can you get this? Steam.
Yes, this game is, we're watching the Political Machine 2016 play itself.
Yeah.
This game is $10 on Steam, and it gets updated every 4 years. They'll update it again in 4 years, God help us, for whoever's running in that election. Which, by the way, I'm sure that campaign, the 2020 campaign, is about to start any day now. The candidates are going to hit the road. Look, California and New York both in contention. Come on, Political Machine 2016. This is not realistic.
Someone said, wait, the results are fictional. Yeah, we wanted to make clear in the post that this is not how the actual election was going, because I don't want people to panic and say, like, oh, no, this is how the actual election is going. We did not want to do that. We wanted to make clear, because otherwise we would just see, like...
Well, I mean, folks, I think people know that. I mean, our viewers are old enough and smart enough to know that the election results don't get shown this early. I mean, the polls are still open all over the place.
Yeah.
And mystifyingly, both California and New York are not sealed up for Hillary Clinton, but Florida is. She's got a lock on Florida.
Yeah, good for her.
We're in week 20, so the campaign, this election, folks, is almost over. If it feels like it only went by in a few minutes, that's how it is. That's how it is. In fact, I think all future elections will probably be handled this way because this is a damn fun
Someone
way
said
to do it.
Sanders versus Johnson versus Rubio.
I don't think we can do a three-way race, but we'll probably do another U.S. We'll do another Clinton, Trump, and then we can take requests.
I'm surprised they didn't patch in a couple. I mean, they probably were expecting
All right,
it to be.
moment of truth.
Let's see.
Drum roll, folks. All right, here we go. Okay, Maine, Massachusetts.
This scan so far.
This so far seems correct. Okay. Okay.
Nah.
Vermont for Trump is a little odd.
Maybe out of spite because Bernie isn't there.
Yeah. North Carolina for Trump. Not good for Hillary Clinton right there. But he wasn't expecting to win the Northeast, so this would not be surprising. He gets Ohio, which was sort of expected in real life as well. This is fake, as Chris said. Hillary Clinton with Florida is huge. I think this seals it. I think we can call the election right now, Chris. I don't see any way Trump comes back from this. She's at 229 already.
Yeah.
And she's going to California. So this is going down to look like a pretty solid Clinton victory. Yeah. This might be what we call a landslide.
Yeah. If there ends up being one that's like.
Yeah, she just won it. She's at 270, thanks to the great state of, what was that? Nebraska. thanks to Nebraska shocking the world by going Clinton.
What if he gets California?
No, she's at 284, dude.
Yeah.
He'd have to take votes away. She just won Nevada, but he is suing right now. In real life, he is now suing about the election in Nevada. That's a real life thing that's happening. Okay, so for those of you out there hoping for Hillary Clinton...
Unskew those polls.
Yeah, for those of you hoping for a Hillary Clinton win, this is your fantasy right here. Come to life. And Michelle Obama as the vice president, which means, by the way, not only do we have another Clinton in the White House...
We have another Obama.
Have Obama in the White House, and Barack Obama cannot get out of the White House, right?
Yeah, no. That's going to be weird.
Yeah. Well, he isn't planning on moving out of Washington, D.C. anyway.
Yeah, fair.
Which was going to be this really weird thing if Trump wins, that he would be this, like former president. It's like when the Pope stepped down and then we still kind of living nearby.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to run
let's play another one.
Let's do it again.
I kind of want to see Sanders.
I want to do one more Trump.
Okay.
Trump-Clinton, and then see what happens. So we're going to simulate the campaign. Should we change anything about this? Do you think anything matters? You want if we could jack up the amount of money involved?
Yeah, sure. It's starting funds.
All right, let's make this the money election.
Yeah, this is the moneyest election.
I don't know that the computer cares about difficulty, but we'll also make it really difficult for the computer. But I doubt that means anything.
Yeah, I think that only counts when you're playing against it.
We'll see. And we're gonna go with
Ben Carson.
We'll go Donald Trump on the left side here. And Hillary Clinton on the right. Did I not hit simulate?
No, you hit simulate.
I did. Okay. All right. So, we already have a lot of expected things happening here. California and New York for Clinton. A lot of the Midwest for Trump. A lot of extra money in the election this time. We'll see if it makes a difference. See what issues matter to the folks in Georgia. Oh, North Carolina, they care about the bathroom bill, religious freedom, and election integrity. Yeah, so they actually, one of the recent patch, I think, also added the issue of whether people worried that the election was rigged. So when you play this game manually, what you're doing with every turn is you're spending the stamina stuff that's in the bottom left there. It looks like little energy icons. And different things that you do cost a different amount of that. So if you want to run ads in a state, that costs a certain amount of energy. If you want to build a campaign headquarters or give a speech, you can choose what to make speeches about. So you can make a speech for an issue. Say your opponent is for an issue. Say your opponent is against an issue. You can say you're against an issue. So there's a whole bunch of different things there. You can send out political operatives to try to campaign for you and try to acquire more political operatives. So many of the dynamics that occur in a real election are simulated here. There's no, as far as I know, no major competitive product. So this is the only election game I think that you can get.
Some people were mentioning other things, but I wasn't sure if they were like just prison simulator. Shadow President. Somebody said Shadow President.
Oh. Well, Shadow President. That's it. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know though. Okay, so maybe I've misspoke. Here we have another, not really any huge surprises here, but I would say in the previous campaign, Chris, it looked like Trump was going to do fairly well.
Yeah.
And then he got blown out.
Yeah.
Here, Oh, who's this guy? Smear merchant.
Who's he in the pocket for?
Decreases opponent issue rating by
Yeah.
15% in target state.
And he's a
He's got-
Republican?
I think if he has the red around him, that means he's Republican. So these are all.
So it's like the Breitbart guys?
These are the billboards. Let's see if we can find any Palmer Luckey billboards. This is. Oh no, these are might be TV ads. There's a TV ad in Virginia. Hillary Clinton supporting reducing the wealth gap.
So this is very fictional.
Let's see. In Idaho, Trump is running a TV ad saying that he supports fighting ISIS. A very controversial opinion there. That he, of course.
Someone
Yes.
says, I want to see Byrne versus the talking corn.
Oh wait. Well, okay, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
So Barack Obama is the running mate for
Hillary Clinton.
and we actually have Mike Pence. We actually have the real running mate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Governor Pence, for joining this simulation.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Hillary Clinton with the chance to take Texas. Folks, remember, I did say that Trump won twice in our simulations.
Yeah.
Both candidates were just campaigning in Alaska. How's that for realism?
Yeah. See? The swing state of Alaska
Yes.
with all its massive electoral votes.
We are halfway through this campaign. People, if only the real election was this fun to watch, right? How do we compare?
Someone said President Forever lets you do multi-candidate races.
Oh.
That's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I misspoke. There are other
Yeah.
presidential campaigns. Yeah, you misspoke. Are people battling? You guys are battling in the comments here a bit. What a surprise. People have strong political opinions, and they want
Yeah.
to yell at each other about them.
No, several
You're
people
totally
were
wrong.
talking about whether or not Hillary would go to jail or something like that. And it's like, at this point, this is just a fictional distraction from
Yeah.
the actual stress of
Look-
that's happening
Look
right
at all
now.
the purple states.
Yeah.
What is happening here? All
It's
these
that
states are in
secret
play.
it's that secret Gary Johnson juice. It's that he's gonna just roll on the ground and pretend
Oh, we
to.
just got an achievement. We're fully armed and operational. I don't know what we got that for.
I think that means assisting the Saudis in Yemen.
Are there other games where you can get achievements just by putting it on autoplay? This would be an amazing extra discovery.
Yeah. I mean, that's I think you're still thinking in terms of like the Xbox point system when people used to like
Yeah.
rent copies of like King
Yeah.
Kong to get those easy gamer
This is
points.
looking rough for Trump. Let's talk about this map right
Yeah.
now. Pence is holding it down in Indiana. He's the governor there. But Trump's got Wyoming and Idaho. And he's got a less of a strong foothold on, I always get Alabama and Mississippi mixed up. Sorry for those of you in those states. He's got a little bit of Mississippi, Utah, Montana, and North Dakota. But otherwise, this is looking even worse for him than the last one.
Yeah.
And look at all these people who are. Oh, sorry for moving the map there. Who's this angel? Media darling for Hillary Clinton in Texas. Well, she has the whole media in her pocket, from what I hear. So what a surprise! Who's this person with a wig? A storyteller. Is that supposed to be like Ann Landers? Not Ann Landers. Ann Richards? Ann Richards, former
Maybe.
governor of Texas, who gave a kick-ass speech at the Democratic Convention in like 88, 84. Were you alive then? Oh.
I mean, not in '84, no.
Wow. Young Chris here. Were you alive at all for Reagan?
That was until
80 to 88.
Yeah, I was there. I was alive then.
You're the twilight of that?
Well, now you're just narrowing down my age for people.
Oh, sorry. Can't let you all know how old. I was born in September of '76, so I caught a little bit of the twilight of the Ford presidency, and then I have no memory of Ford or Carter, but I remember Reagan a bit. Week 19, and folks, I'm sorry, there's no drama in this one at all. So
No.
we increased the level of difficulty and put more money in it, and that seems to have wrecked Donald Trump's fortunes and sufficiently improved the map for Hillary Clinton. So make of that what you will. A tougher race with more money in it.
Yeah. Thanks, Citizens United.
Yes, exactly. Is that one of those cases that was decided when there used to be 9 justices on the Supreme Court? Remember those days?
Remember the fictional days when there used to be 9 justices on the Supreme Court before?
Amazing.
What was it?
Amazing.
It was Scalia died in somebody else's, like one of the
Yes.
people. Yeah.
I think there used to be 12 at most, right? Wasn't the FDR packet with 12? Something like
It used to work like Voltron. They used to get into like machines and
that. Should be it. When they have a really difficult decision, they should be
Yeah.
forced to get into the lion suits.
Yeah.
And then become one big super justice.
Yeah.
And decide.
the justices all. So is this just taking forever because of the high difficulty?
Oh,
or-
we're week 21 and 21.
Okay.
Man, come on, this is a fast
Yeah.
election.
Something I saw online is today's actually the 18th of Brumaire.
Folks, I'm sure you guys are having a great time in the Facebook comments, but here we go. Here are the completely accurate results. These are exactly what is going to happen tonight. This is games from the future. No, this is a simulation, and holy crap, this is a bad one for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Again, 3 test runs before we recorded. 1 went for Clinton, 2 went for Trump. Live recordings we've shown, and our hands are off the keyboard here. 1 for Trump, and we've seen 1 for Clinton live, which made them even, and this is essentially the tiebreaker. And
Jesus,
this is a monumental
savage
blowout. For some of you,
bodied.
I said the last one was your fantasy. This is your fantasy. This one would actually prove Donald Trump right that the election was rigged.
Yeah, this would actually
this would lead to a revolution.
Even the leftists would be like, not sure.
Okay, he got Texas.
Yeah, they had to throw that one to him.
gave him Texas. All right.
Sanders like, I don't necessarily trust the results.
Very good. Any more states? Can he even get to 100 electoral votes?
Yeah.
He got 99. Come on, he'll pick up Idaho. Yeah, there you go. And he'll get Alaska too, right?
If you get to California, that'd be funny. Nah, he's gone.
He'll get Alaska.
Take that, Nate Silver.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't even get Alaska.
Yeah.
What is he now?
Holy crap.
All right, so do you know who you want to pit in the next one, or should we take requests? Or what
Yeah, let's take requests. Who wants to...
How are we going to decide this?
Who is your dream election? Who do you want to go live?
The first name that we see 3 times, that's going to be one of the people. So we're going to just watch you guys rattle them off. I never know, do I scroll down or up?
No, you're fine. Yeah.
So the most recent comment is lol10blue. Lol.
Yeah, someone thought Tennessee should not go blue.
Ah, okay. He looks fossil.
Someone said Jeb Bush.
Okay.
He looks fossil. I think that he looks fossil cannot be a legal candidate. Burn versus Corn. Burn versus Corn.
Okay, that's 2
so we got 2 for Bernie. 3. We got 3 for Bernie. We got 1 for Jeb.
We have a 3rd for Bernie?
Yeah, we have
2 for Bernie.
So Bernie's got it. All right.
3 for Bernie.
We got a million for Bernie.
2 for Helix. Is that the Pokemon?
We got 2 for Jeb.
Hitler's not in the game.
Johnson. If we get 1 more for Jeb, we're going with Jeb.
It's gonna be
not going with Rudy.
Ah, okay. That's not Jeb Bush.
Come on, Bernie versus Jeb.
No.
That could have been.
We'll pick the one after that to finish this
off. Jeb, slow and steady. If Jeb wins this, I'll laugh. It's the candidate nobody wanted, aside from like really centrist, traditional button-up.
So who am I? Jeb Bush.
Yeah.
Looking at the stats here, good at fundraising. A whole lot of good that did him. And he's going up against Bernie Sanders.
Hell yeah.
He's got a 9 in credibility.
Yeah.
Everybody trusts.
So Jeb versus Bernie.
All right. So Bernie in Florida early with the aggressive move of campaigning in Florida. So let's see if we... Jeb Bush has $2 million. I don't know if this... Oh, what can I show? Oh, we can see some stuff in the polls here. So what are we seeing here? Money spent, Sanders spending more money. These are the issues that matter to voters, and their most pressing issue is reducing the wealth gap, and not surprisingly, more Sanders support. More people supporting Sanders who care about that issue than Jeb Bush. Election integrity, not really much thing. Yeah, all other issues though is this big category here, so you can't see a whole lot in there.
I'm surprised supporting
resettlement of refugees. More people with Jeb than Bernie on that.
Wow. I mean, he does. He has a pretty huge, Florida. That might be not refugees, but like he might have immigration chops. That was always the sort of thing.
Right. Use of exclamation point in campaign signs. They're going for Jeb on that one.
Jeb has way more exclamation points.
Both of them were campaigning in Iowa. This is so far not much going here. You would think that Jeb Bush would have gotten locked up Florida already a quarter of the way into the election. Then again, Bernie Sanders not exactly locking up New Hampshire up here.
I mean, I can understand Jeb getting
his... Whoops,
I could imagine Jeb getting his butt kicked in Florida. He got his butt kicked pretty bad in the...
I wonder what the question mark is. It's an opportunity. We don't know what that is because we're not actually playing the game. Folks, sometimes, just to step away from the political discussion and talk about a real serious issue, sometimes some of you out there have discussed the quality of our play on streams. And we realize the solution is just to let the computer play itself.
Yeah, see? You can't
knock
us. You can't knock us. Take that.
Yes. We are.
They'll find a way. I think they'll find a way.
Funny. You're terrible at clicking start.
Well, they did. Everyone loved when the Mario ran into a wall for 10 hours.
Did anybody make fun of the quality of play of the computer there?
Yeah, no, constantly. That was the thing, because he kept on running into a wall.
Didn't hold it against them, though.
No, because he was our special baby.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So how is this election? I think we have running mates now. Let's see who we got.
Oh, hell yeah! Here come the get goods.
Who do you think this guy is? Before I click on him, who do you think that is?
Who?
This guy, brown hair.
Rudy.
Giuliani?
Yeah, I think it's Rudy.
No.
Jim Webb.
Jim Webb.
He's
Yeah,
running
I
with
wouldn't
Jim
really know what he
Webb.
looks like. And then
Who's Bernie running with?
No, that is Bernie.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So who do you think?
Why
this
would
is?
he run with Jim Webb?
Yeah, that's weird. Jim Webb was the one who was talking about how he killed a man and like
Yes.
what he would say to the guy?
Yeah,
when he
it
killed
was
him?
it was like it
was
was
weird.
really tragic. Yeah.
Who do we think this guy is? It's not Rubio.
Christie. I think it's Christie.
Santorum? Santorum.
It's Santorum. Here come the more get goods.
Santorum and Sanders Webb. And what do we have going on here? Bush still not able to lock in Florida.
No.
And Bernie's got an operative down there.
Who is his operative?
Just a random dude.
Yeah.
Political operative.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in the news here. Bush gave a campaign speech in support for Israel.
I mean, considering how.
Bernie supported
Yeah,
the environment.
that's actually very, very accurate. Because.
Oh, we can click through. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't look at this in the previous one. So yeah, we can see they built new headquarters.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders got an.
National Society. Yeah, that scans.
Yeah. See, they don't do National Organization for Women because none of this is real.
I think Brandon wants Eugene V. Debs.
Wait. Something on the Flint water crisis over here. Oh yeah, Jeb Bush wanted to fix it. Okay, so done here.
That's pretty universal in support, whether he'd actually do it.
Yeah. Okay, so Florida at least is on the board in some way. Here, we're week 17. Yeah, we're gonna do one more simulation after this, Chris, I think, and I'll let you pick.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick who it's gonna be. We could do Jill Stein against Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson.
Again, sort of consolation.
I think, as my friend Felix calls him, Cuyahoga Johnny, John Kasich. I think he's good.
You want a Kasich? We're gonna get Kasich.
Kasich, yeah. No, I mean he would have just been eating at every single stop. He would have just been cramming hoagies, eating his pizza with a knife and a fork, but like slamming it.
Was it also Donald Trump who had that thing where they took a photo of him eating KFC on a plane during the campaign?
Yes.
And he had a knife and fork.
Well, I believe he's like kind of a hypochondriac. Like he's a little bit of a neat freak.
Right.
So that doesn't surprise me at all. I think he eats like everything with a knife and a fork.
Even his soup.
Even his soup, probably. I know a lot about. I know more than I wanted to know about Donald Trump. Like I know he was like a teetotaler, for example.
But we don't know how he eats his soup. We don't know that, and so
I think
there's more to know about.
he eats it with spork.
Could do that. This is an odd campaign with California and Texas.
Someone says Jeb is a mess. It's true, Ken.
Here we go.
Let's see this.
Now, I mean, it didn't really seem like Jeb Bush was going to be a viable candidate in real life.
No.
Pretty early on, it looked pretty weak. Was that?
Although, like a year before, everyone was just going to be Jeb versus Hillary.
Yeah. Pennsylvania going Republican. Interesting.
Yeah,
Kentucky going Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that hurts, Jeb. Didn't even get
he
his
lost
home
Florida.
state.
Well, Rubio got his ass kicked in Florida.
Not in the general election.
No, but he got it in the primaries, didn't he?
I don't remember who won Florida.
I thought it was Trump actually, and that was like a huge blow.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah, Rubio kind of got his ass handed to him overall. Sanders about to lock this up. 262. We don't need to tell you this one is not real, right? Almost with Montana. Surprise. Montana going Democrat. And yes, the state of Colorado has given Bernie Sanders the title of 45th President of the United States of America.
In my dreams, yes.
in young Chris Person's dreams. Chris, who's
Whoa, California! What the hell?
California went for Bush.
He's like
Surprising
not
twist
correct.
at the last minute. Did not help. Surprise.
Wow, this is just
surprise
confusing.
Twist at the last minute.
Wow.
Bush concedes.
Aw.
One of the factors in Bush's loss may have been that he used less political capital than Sanders. Bush spent less money than Sanders.
That might have just been the RNC just pulling the plug on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed kind of hopeless. Okay.
Let's do one more.
We're gonna do one
We're
more?
doing a good one. Anyone? So let's do the same thing again. I'll leave it up to.
Oh, you don't want to pick?
No, I'll leave it up to the commenters.
The
So
people. Power to the people.
this is a democratic stream.
Wow, are we the electoral college of this then, basically?
Yeah, we basically are. We
We're
interpret.
the electors, yes.
Yes.
So we
All right.
take
So
the
everyone,
popular vote.
just say who you want the showdown to be.
Oh,
of.
wait. Before we do it, we're actually not going to count start yet. So, and I know there's a lag here, but I want you guys to actually see all the choices because there's some choices here you might not have been expecting. So, think people like Al Franken and Condoleezza Rice and Herman Cain, Jill Stein, John Kerry, Michael Bloomberg, Michelle Obama, Nikki Haley, Paul Ryan. So you see a whole bunch of these folks. So you're seeing everything, and we're going to start looking now. And I don't know about the delay here, so we're just kind of start counting from.
A lot of Stein. Jill Stein.
If somebody could just type the word "start," then everything below "start" is where we'll.
No,
start
no, I
counting
think
through.
we can
No,
count
I want
this.
somebody to count "start." I want somebody to say "start." So just type "start." Somebody. You're all going to do it, which is going to be great. But and then we'll go below there. Nobody has typed "start" yet. See, they're in the past. They haven't been able to know.
I think they really want Jill Stein.
Well, they're going to be able to do that. As soon as one of you types "start," no, it's the same guy. It's Joey Walsh.
Well,
Joey Walsh. This is called repeat voting. This is your stuffing the ballot box.
no.
Here.
I mean, I think we can figure
No,
this
any
out.
moment now. Any moment they're going to do it.
There we go. Jacob got the start in.
I don't even see that on mine.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay, so Chris is counting.
Johnson, one for Johnson.
Everybody's going to type "start" now. Okay, so one for "start." One for candidate
Man,
"start."
this guy's start is really.
Yeah.
This is going to be great on YouTube. They're just not going to have any context for this. We're monitoring the
This
chat.
is Facebook Live for those who are watching this on YouTube. We're doing a Facebook Live stream on Election Day, right in the middle of the day here.
Gore versus
well before
Start,
things.
yeah. That's a great Supreme Court case.
We're playing the Political Machine 2016, which is a computer game you can play, get on Steam for $10 and simulate
So
the
we got
election.
2 for Johnson.
By the way, no offense to the people who made this game, and I don't want them to not sell copies, but if any of you actually desire to play this game tomorrow, I think there's something wrong with you.
Okay, Johnson's locked in.
Because you're probably going to be sick of the election. Like, play it in a few months or something.
Yeah, Johnson's locked in.
Gary Johnson? Okay.
Gary
I'll lock him in.
Johnson.
Who's listed as a Republican. Make of that what you will.
Yeah.
I'll let his stats stay here.
We need a Democratic.
I think we could even like break the two-party system, but I would rather have.
Yeah.
And plus, because we're considering him libertarian,
Yeah.
we really could put him up against
Yeah.
anybody. So do we have a third? I've seen 2 mentions of Palin so far.
Yeah.
You just don't want to acknowledge that.
I don't like Palin.
This is no.
She's not in the running.
I know you're an
you know.
elector, but are
Can
we
you even
getting
select
a
her?
third? Are we getting a third person? Actually, don't see her anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's locked us into what they consider to be Democrats.
I think Elizabeth Warren is actually the
Have we seen a lot of Elizabeth Warren?
oh, I see a lot of Stein. Yeah, I think it's Jill Stein.
Let's do. Oh yeah. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
And this is how we started. This is
Yeah.
what we said we were going to do.
All right.
So, for those of you who are sick of the two-party duopoly in the
Yeah.
United States, now you get a chance to see what would have happened if Jill Stein and Gary Johnson had a face-off.
I'm Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson not being required to name any leaders that he's a big fan of, world leaders.
Doesn't know what Aleppo is.
It's sad that those are the only things I know about Gary Johnson. I
Fell.
didn't study
He
him that
fell
much more.
over. So I think he fell over comically in regards to marijuana the other day. I just remember Gary Johnson falling over. But nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, I was more up on my Jill Stein knowledge like a few months ago, but I kind of stopped paying attention as well. I did vote Nader in 2000, so I've gone third party before.
So it's your fault.
I didn't live in Florida,
I'm
so it
joking.
ain't my fault.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm actually, we have to remember, folks, because it's a little confusing here. Gary Johnson, the game's considering to be a
Republican.
Republican, so his stuff is going to be red. and Jill Stein is considered a Democrat, so her stuff is blue.
I mean, he is weird enough to run under that.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, someone mentioned that was a comment on pot leading to heart attacks, I believe. So he jokingly faked a heart attack and fell. Yeah, I know, but it's still a weird thing to do. And it's just like, I was like, I get it. It was kind of a really good example of like a weird joke not landing correctly.
Yeah, it's been an election so full of tactful comments and really a lack of faux pas that it's amazing that something like that would even have happened.
Yeah, see?
Now, we have simulated 3 campaigns already during this live stream, and in all 3 cases, they designated Democrat. Twice Hillary Clinton and once Bernie Sanders has won.
Yeah.
But the game has shown us, when we did the test runs, victories by Republicans. Trump won twice in a row before we started recording.
We are not skewing the polls, people.
No, we are not. We're just letting the computer play itself. We could not play a game this swiftly anyway. We're not speedrunners.
No.
A lot of stuff going on here. We don't know their running mates yet. And it'll be interesting to see who they choose as their running mates, which I think happens pretty soon. In the game, Gary Johnson flying all over across the country here. Jill Stein and Gary both in Pennsylvania, and he's already gone. The guy can't stop flying. Is he a pilot? Just like in his own plane? Look, she's just chilling. I mean, I guess it's his turn, but
It's actually powered by
here she goes.
whatever the mythical,
She just flew out to New Jersey, which is now in the Atlantic Ocean.
some magical Ayn Rand plane or something, like whatever the plane version of Atlas Shrugged.
She's on the Peter Thiel Island off of the Atlantic Ocean. I thought he was going to build it in the Pacific, but
No.
What do we know?
He's seasteading. It's like Sea Org.
I think he backed off the seasetting, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, you know, he's a guy who eventually just sort of like gives up on things, right? I mean,
Yeah.
man of
He's
restraint.
not a very,
That's
not into like long commitments in terms of legal. Or,
No. We need the running mates here. We got a lot of campaign headquarters. So a lot of campaign headquarters in the middle
I want
of
to
the
see
country
who.
here.
It'd be funny if it was like, yeah, who the hell would Gary Johnson team up with?
I mean, they have real running mates in real life.
Right. I mean, like who? But those aren't even
All right,
counted.
so is this Kucinich here? I keep thinking it's Kucinich, and that's Carly Fiorina over there.
Pretty sure.
So yeah, Dennis Kucinich in Ohio. He was a former governor or senator in Ohio, possibly. Am I remembering that correctly?
I don't remember anything about Dennis Kucinich.
And Fiorina trying to help pick up California. She's from there, I believe, or she at least was running HP, which maybe was based there. I don't know. I just think of her as California, so
Yeah.
I could be wrong. A lot of activity happening in Ohio right now. A lot of people there.
This is such a soothing thing to do instead of actually paying attention to what's happening in politics.
Well, I mean, how much more or less meaningful is the simulation that this game is running than the prognostications of like Nate Silver at 538 or the New York Times? Not saying it, because all of those things are based on interpretations of data, understanding of systems. They're probably all on a spectrum from each other and they're not different animals.
It's more accurate than Nate Silver, but less accurate than Carl Diggler, who's a fantastic pundit.
I don't know Carl Diggler.
He's a very good pundit. He's very good.
Am I
definitely
missing something?
yes, I'll explain that. He's definitely a real person.
I don't know if it's like a dirty joke or something like
No,
that.
no.
Sounds terrible.
Wow.
Well, Gary
He's cleaning
Johnson
up.
kicking some ass. Who knew?
Someone said her ground game is trash. Jesus.
Well, she's got. Yeah, what's she got? She's just got.
This is what happens when you like
she got
have
the
your
Northeast.
have your plane run entirely on like hemp oil.
Wait, which of them? Oh, he's got it on hemp oil?
Actually, that could be either of them, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Carly Fiorina just hanging out in California, trying to turn that state red.
I think this is pretty. She's running the campaign as well as she ran HP.
Well, she's not running the campaign. She's the VP.
Oh yeah, right.
Unlike Pence, she's not been promised to be in charge of both domestic and international policy.
That's what the VP does. He's in charge of running the country, and the president is like a figurehead, like an eagle.
I think Trump
According to
in
Trump.
that story that Trump would have still been able to control moon policy.
Yes.
So he was showing that he was focused on United States expansion to the moon.
Yes.
I mean, Obama's committed for us not only to go to Mars in like 30 years, but to come back.
Yeah.
Which I don't get the whole coming back thing. That seems
No.
real inefficient.
No.
Like,
Global warming will have already killed us.
kind of a better idea. Well, we'll just go there and stay and colonize.
Yeah.
Be fruitful and multiply. Like coming back doesn't really make sense.
It's like a three stigmata of Palmer Eldritch kind of situation, like a Philip K. Dick moon colony kind of vibe.
Okay, week 20 of 21, and not looking too great for Jill Stein here, but you never know. She's trying to get California back out of the purple. Now, really usefully campaigning in Hawaii on the last week. Not the wisest thing. Not a lot of electoral votes to pick up there.
No.
She is winning in the national polls, though. If you look at that, 47% to 46%.
Yeah.
7% undecided.
So she's just losing at every.
Oh, she got Florida.
She's just losing the electoral vote.
Chris,
on every...
I am smelling a Jill Stein comeback right here.
You really are?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Plus,
we gotta.
Look at this. Northeast, the intellectuals of the Northeast. Oh, except New Hampshire.
That makes sense. I used to live adjacent to it, so I understand.
Live free or die, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Gary Johnson
Fireworks
picking
and
up North
tattoos
Carolina.
or die.
West Virginia for
Yeah,
Gary
makes
Johnson.
sense. Yeah.
I think that this is really skewing more towards just like what they're calculating as being Republican favoring versus Democrat favoring. Because I don't know if I would confidently say that Gary Johnson would track so tightly with Republicans and Jill Stein so tightly with Democrats in terms of the state favorabilities. But yeah, dude, look at the electoral votes.
Yeah.
We thought Jill Stein was going to
get destroyed.
And she's at 239. But he's going to get Texas right here.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know if of course. Like, I don't know enough about these candidates in real life to know if Texas would be a lock for him. But she's going to pick up. I think California might decide this election.
Yeah.
It was purple, I think, when we last saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nail biter.
Yeah.
This is going to be a squeaker.
Squeaker.
Well, it's not really going to be a squeaker. I mean,
No.
it's going to be a big, or whichever way it goes here. Okay, yeah. So 4 out of 4 times, the candidate that the game decided was a Democrat won this election for the 45th presidency of the United States. Folks, we hope you enjoyed watching a stream of The Political Machine.
Yep.
Hopefully you got any strong feelings about the campaign out in the Facebook comments that went along with this on Facebook Live.
We hope this was a little more soothing, just a fictional world in which Jill Stein is president and Bernie won. And
we hear that all the major networks are going to be running this game as a simulation tonight.
Yes.
So when you watch tonight, it's just another run-through of The Political Machine 2016.
We
available
beat
on
you
Steam
to it, yeah.
for $10. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back with some non-political video game streams on Facebook Live in the coming days. Take care and have a great one tonight.